Hey, let's play Enchantment by Balmages on the alto saxophone. Don't forget to change the quality of the video so that the speed is slow if you need to be slow in certain areas. Also, don't forget to stick around to the end where I'm going to go over some tips and tricks that are going to help you get through the song and make it sound super good. Here we go. Three. Big breath. One, two, three. Two. So, pretty awesome song. I was sight reading that. I had never played it before, I'll be honest. I was just kind of figuring it out as I went. And a couple things really jumped out at me where I went, wow, that's cool. That's very different. And I'm going to highlight those things now. First off, the beginning, 4 measures rest. That means that 4 measures rest. So you're going to count to 4 times. So 16 beats off, +1 for this quarter rest. When you come in here, it's got to be really soft. One of the main things that I ran into when I taught in a classroom in a real building was saxophone players play too loud. So you as a saxophone player have to be very full of air and let little bits out. You don't want to overplay this area. You really never have the green light. So we used to call it the green light. You never get like the green light to just turn up the saxophone as loud as it'll go. That is not a thing that you get to do in concert band 99.9999% of the time. Okay, so reserve your energy. Don't play too loud. In fact, play on the softer end most everything. And if they ever need something, that band director will give you the sign of approval. Give me a little bit more. Okay, that's really important. You always want to be asked for more as a saxophone player, not less. If they're asking for less, you're doing something wrong. Okay, off my soapbox. So moving forward, all this is pretty straight ahead. Just go da, da, da. Really light articulation through measure 9. Don't forget about your F sharp right here, middle finger on the right hand. When you get up to measure 9, make sure your fingers are ready and that thumb is ready for the E, the octave key in the E, D, D, so it doesn't chirp on you or you miss it. It is a volume change and an octave key jump from that G, and we're not used to that as much. So practice maybe going from G to E several times. Bum, bum, da, da, da. Keep those Ds low on the face, low in tune. You want to drop your jaw some and play a little flatter in the pitch on the Ds. Most saxophone players have issues with these Ds being out of tune. The high G shouldn't scare you. It's just like a low G. You just want to make sure you sing it. Keep your throat and jaw open so when you play that high G, it comes out pretty. Da, da. All right, 13, still full. F sharps here. Don't be afraid of them. When you go down into the low register, keep that volume under control. It's very easy to turn into a chainsaw and playing this really loud. Da, 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 da. Then like stick out over the rest of the band. The rest of the band members do not have as much power as you on their instruments in terms of loudness. You guys could like outplay most everybody, including the trumpets, which is sad to say. Don't tell them that. They'll get an inflated ego. D, da, 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 or whatever the notes are when I sing it. Make sure those have front end of the note so they have some real energy to the sound. A little bit of separation between them if you can do it without chirping. Measure 21, you got 3 measures off. This is a really strange place. This is where like you really have to like learn to read music and be a good bands person. 3 measures off, take the breath. When I came in here, I got to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. I was trusting my ability to count 3 measures off. It's an odd entrance if you're not used to it. So you'll get used to it eventually, but you've got to really be confident on the first time you encounter these phrases. You will get a gold star from your musical leader if you do the quarter rest entrance and enter right on beat 2 and not miss it. It'll be really important to that music director, whoever's conducting you. So pay attention to that quarter rest. Don't miss it. Practice listening. That's probably like the best advice here. Listen to measure 21 through 29 a lot, a whole lot, so that when you go to play, it's in your brain as if you had experienced this your whole life. And when you do come in, don't come in super loud. Just come in nice and controlled. Mezzo piano does not mean much powerful. It means under, right? Under forte. Da, 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 da. Keep it nice and easy. Hold those phrases through. The other thing that stuck out to me like crazy was right here. Oh my gosh. Right after measure 29, after those 2 measures rest, na, 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 it literally sounds like a car. I don't know. Like, that's really cool. First off, Brian Balmages, you're never going to see this, but like, that's a pretty cool moment. Like, for middle school band music, you don't get to hear that kind of thing a lot in that context. So saxophones, don't play it loud, but do make sure it's present in the mix, right? Basically, whenever you play, it's present in the mix, but like keep it low. But enjoy that. That is weird and cool. Okay, weird and cool is kind of what we do, right? Saxophones. All right, moving forward. 35. Nothing too terribly hard here. Just make sure you count and breathe. Da 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 da. A little louder, right? And then the crescendo, da, 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 dee, da, da, da. And then the release, the big finale here at measure 39, da, 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 dum, dum, dum. Make sure that's full and you have the front end on the articulation. But do saxophones get to play forte, for real forte? Like you're playing as loud as you can? No. Your forte is like a mezzo piano, like a mezzo forte. Your skill, your value to the band is to be able to play soft. So keep it under here. But if your band director gives you that magic signals to play more, give them a little bit more. Okay. All right. 43 to the end. As soft as possible. Right here, I thought I wasn't doing it right either, to be honest. I really thought I was off base here. Da, 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 da. It felt off. And so trust it. Read the music. You'll get used to the sound over time. Okay, that's all I got for this one. If this helped, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below to tell me how ridiculous I am or how bad I am. I promise I will not filter it. If anybody says you stink at saxophone, I will let that comment through and I'll be like, yep, I'll give it a heart, all that jazz. I'm not gonna be mad at you for calling me out. But I just want some interaction, okay? Let me know you're listening to this stuff and yeah, have a great day. Good luck. Share with me your concert performances if you ever get any of these things. I'd love to see them. You can do that through the comments or direct messaging me on my email, which is in my bio. All right, y'all. Be good. Bye-bye.